All right, so this is going to be part two. I got more. So I got the front line set up here. I still have to connect all the lights. Lights is going to be in the next part. It's going to take me a while. Confuse myself on how to damn hook it all up again. It's been a year since I was converting the garage into an apartment for myself to live in, and so I had to move everything into a building of 20 by 12. And so what I did here, I had originally bought this. It was like a landing pad thing. It's actually plastic 3D, plastic printed thing, but I converted it into this. And I used windscreen, like regular screen, but it's like the plastic kind of windscreen. And I used regular sticks. And I had sewn, hand sewn. And then this is like thin wire, like to produce to look like barbed wire on top of it. There's a working door here that I made. You can see right on the ground level there. It goes into two parts. This lights up from the inside there. Another door that works there. And then this is the drawbridge. I've got like a so there's plenty of room to set up your dudes in here, front line. From the top view. So I'm planning on doing either like a drop pods here. It's going to be drop pod there. Drop pod on the top one is what that's designed for the dreadnoughts drop pod that I have. And then a regular Space Marines drop pod here is what I'll probably set up. This is designed to hold the Storm Eagle. Raptor goes on top. Estrella super heavy tank goes inside that one on the bottom. So on the main, I've got the spires now. So these slide out. I don't even know how I connected these. I had these chains to hold these, and it's just been a year, and it's just like my brain is forgetting how I had everything configured, set up, connected. It's driving me a little nuts. It looks unreal in person. It's just unreal how cool this is. There's so much work I put into this. Lots of time. So these are actually LED strips. And because when I first put these on, and that's 4 I had to do. See, they're on every single one. I had to create by scratch pieces of wood with this metal that I use for the floor that I got at the Home Depot. And it can break, but even, you gotta do it with strips. Super glue. Your hands are just super glued, to death with stuff. But it was too bright, and it was just blinding to have these LED strips raw, shining the light. So I made all of these little grids, and it worked so badass. When I got done with it, it really even changed the coloring and the pattern of the LEDs. So it literally can create a camouflage effect on the outside of this castle. I can do it in all colors. So I'll be doing that later to show everybody when I get there. Right now I'm just going in close and showing everybody. I did this with these lamps. You get these lamps that you buy, and the plastic underneath. It's kind of hard to paint and not get some of the paint on the inside. But it worked. I accomplished it. But I did run almost completely out of space here, so I'm figuring out why is this. I thought this fit better before, but see, it's overlapping on the top here. I've got to get this connect it in for the lights to work again. Trying to figure out, this is separate to do these, and the interior lights need to be a different color from the out exterior. So these must be exterior all matching. These spires need to be all the exterior connected lights, and then the interior needs to be like for Raven Guard, regular white light with red exterior lighting. This is what it makes look good, like I have in the pics. Um, so, and in here, there's plenty of room to actually create more stuff underneath. I was thinking of raising this up to about here and giving a whole nother level of making or just make a floor inside here, make an evil chapel for like a Leviathan Dreadnought in there, because Leviathan's a pretty big model. And you can make like a floor in there, make like a torture chamber looking chapel. Torn up enemies on a wall being, I don't know. Basically, this will move and just to hold it up. I have to look. I just set this up last night. Oh shit! I just broke the chain. Great. So yeah, that's what you're dealing with when we're doing scratch stuff. Yeah, that'll be part 2, and it's going to take me a little bit to figure out how to reconnect all the lighting up again. I got to find my. This is what I'm dealing with. Just an absolute. I had contractors just throwing everything in on top of everything, and I mean, look, these are my freaking drone ports and gun rigs, and they're already done. I'm just waiting to put them together because of I wanted to put LED lighting in them because they are going inside here. That's what these are for. These are to stick over the edge here, and I have to drill holes. This is going to be a half UFO city for Tau. It's going to be bigger and badder than having that manta, but looks like absolute crap right now. And then my table I designed it so that I have inserts inside the tables that come in 4 pieces. So they're 24 by 48 that I had to make customized to fit inside here. And then my idea was to do a subterranean. There's quite a bit of space. So if you took this whole entire thing off, you could have a subterranean map underneath for like I was planning Tyranids, and just keep my entire Tyranid army underneath there and use like the make the like this is actually good to use styrofoam like this, like a cave entrance and everything, just to it's like this, and then you just trim it to where it holds this perfectly up and supports all this, because this is right now I had to just make something that holds all that up for now. But I had to make all of these individual metal walls, aluminum with mirror to help reflect and catch light. And then actually it's got a double ceiling. It's just like the top actually. It's a lot of work. Really clean. There's no doors on the front. I'm thinking it's alright just to leave it. I need some kind of ladder, something that makes sense to get from the top, or I don't know, maybe a ladder here or something like that. Let them get up in a move, Here's the other door. So rhinos will come, tanks and all that can come through here, raise the gate in a move, and lower it back down. The idea here is when, because of Raven Guard, I love the Invictor war suits. I've got 2 of them. And I've got, and my stuff's all magnetized to the gills. So I imagined when making this, I want my Victor war suits behind here, one here and one there, just guarding. They're the guards, the front end guards. So you gotta, since they've got stealth and all that, you know, this gives a blocking kind of mechanism. They can shoot but not come in close combat unless they're small, which an Invictor is going to be able to take care of somebody, you know, like a small character. The idea was to kind of come into the center, but then you got the gate to deal with. And then I actually have tons. Once I get all this cleaned out of here, I've been having to redo these first because these are all curled up. You know, so you can see like that. These little bits, I've got to make sure these are all foamed down, glued, attached, sanded and painted. They look good close up. Without having anything else on them, you know, no plants and stuff. It looks really cool. Looks like a real dirt dune. It's just a little bit of, there's nothing underneath it. It moves actually. And it's actually magnetized. This is actually underneath this paper. I have big sheets, 48 by 24 magnets for like refrigerator magnet material. And then this is like a paper with real fine, I don't know what they use on this. It's so fine. It's almost like sawdust. I got a guy that's doing sawdust across the street for me. I got loads of sawdust. So take that sawdust and put it in a food processor and chop the hell out of it. You know, chop it more so it's even finer. Is what I think this is reminds me of. So the idea here is to, I'll use this one as an example, to have something like this on top of it, nice and flat. I'm not done with this. It's not playable yet because it's, to me, everything's got to be able to, see, it's kind of Lord of the Ring-ish here. They got to be able to walk up here in steps, and then it gets a little nutty right here, so where you can't really, a figure can't stand. They should be able to stand with a. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some more of this stuff, and make like the Space Marines made extensions to fix these old beat up ruins. You know, and I've got real things that I put in here to make it look dried out. I want it to be a dead deserty. So any plant life that I put's got to be dead yellow. And that's just how. Make it to where even a rhino could fit through there. So give it some blocks. Let's see here. I gotta do another part to show you guys this stuff. Some of these are really badass looking. Very cool. When I get all this set up, it's going to be ridiculously cool looking. It's going to be crazy. This one is huge. It's literally a base, the size of a giant base, and the top comes off. right against the table like this. Got one little door. And let me put this off. Place your guys in there. See, there's a hole. So with these holes, it's going to be the bottom cables. I've got these cables that I'm going to see from here. That's for the Marines to get up to the second stage here. I'm planning on using this cable stuff to create. So it'll be like that inside. And these are metal, so I have to see if the magnets are going to stick to those so they can hang in the air or move, you know. But I want the whole table with this stuff all crazy, you know, on top of all of this. It's going to be really wicked to get all this done. It's been a massive effort. It's taken me a year to get to where non-stop working. I'm talking like a full-time damn career trying to do this and not getting any money in the meantime, but spending a shitload of money. Thousands upon thousands for all of the, just the stuff, you know, the lights, the LEDs. God, there's hundreds of dollars worth of just LED strips installed. There's like 1, 2 in each of these. I mean, there's on every ceiling is just loaded with LEDs, and every LED on every one of these up, see on the top, they go all the way around, long strips on every floor, all the way up to the top, you know, and on the inside, and inside here, and in the very base of these, you know, even under this whole thing is LEDs running around the entire perimeter and underneath it. You know, there's like 3 or 4 of them in there. 3. We're literally running out of room. It's right on the margin here. Just time, man, to make all this stuff make sense, to, you know, to make this work, and then to see the chain break, I'm just like, shit. I'll fix it though. It's not that big a deal, but yeah, so there's a lot of this. This really took a while because that's styrofoam inside there, and as y'all know, there's shit. Nothing sticks to styrofoam. You have to coat it with glue. So I used like the Elmer's yellow wood glue. This thing was my first one I started on, and it's bad to the bone. I'll pull that out for another. I'm not done with it, but here's the glue I use for get a big thing of this glue and cover these styrofoam pieces, then cover them with sand, real dirt from outside on the ground, and then like if you don't like something, you fix it. And now I got to redo that one because that's just raw styrofoam to fix it so a vehicle could get through it. So there's lots more to work here to do, but there's part 2. I'll start every time I get a little bit further. I'll post the next part so you guys can see where I'm at with it. I wanted just to show you guys something now before it gets too close to, you know, the end, and see how it goes along, just to get the shit set up, you know, and connected. All right, hope y'all enjoyed it.